MLB 20, the state of your host. I have decided, Watch Dogs Legion probably will have a new episode tomorrow or Monday. At this point, since I go back to work this Monday, so since it's actually not going to be a bad concern for sir, but it's going to be okay. But other than that, if you guys want to catch more MLB 20 every 1 to 2 days a week, be sure to hit that red support button and like button, stay connected. If you guys are new or not new in the chat, if there's anybody in the chat tonight, I want to wish you guys a happy New Year's for 2021 as New Year's Eve, actually. You guys can send me out, tweet me out, leave a good comment as always. Like I said, no Watch Dogs Legion. You guys will have that possibly tomorrow, possibly Monday. But that will be the time we get to Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War's premiere by next week. If there's also anybody in the chat that has a Twitter and Discord, send me out, tweet me out, leave a good comment. Stay connected all together. Because that way, the more we all bring in, the more we consider as family, is to bring out 2021 the correct way. If you guys also have a Discord, do the same thing on Twitter. And more importantly, guys, as we always do, normally, or anything normal, we watch our videos in full, like them, share them, tweet them out, comment, stay connected together. Never ask for support back. You guys also have a, you guys want to vote to next year for the Idol. You guys can vote 11 to 30, Grace Summon at 13. You guys can vote any between the two. Like I said, no Watch Dogs Legion tonight. You guys will have that tomorrow with Cyberpunk, or Watch Dogs Legion will be tomorrow. Tomorrow night for sure. It all depends, since we got Cobra Kai Season 3, getting a Season 3 premiere by tomorrow on Netflix. So we'll see what happens between that. So tonight, guys, be Game 2. In Cleveland, as it will be tonight, guys. Be the 5-11 Tigers taking on the 9-9 Indians. And Game 2 in Cleveland. On the mound for the 5-11 Tigers tonight will be Tyler Skubal. He has an 0-2 1-loss record, 17 strikeouts. And on the mound for the 9-9 Indians will be Carlos Carrasco. Carrasco has a 2-1 record, 21 strikeouts, with a 3.63 ERA. To get down to the ballpark tonight, guys. Like I said, no Watch Dogs Legion tonight. You guys will probably have that maybe tomorrow, possibly Monday. And of course, Cyberpunk will be back in the morning since tomorrow's Friday. Once we have our first day of 2021. So on the mound for the 5-11 Tigers will be Tyler Skubal. He has an 0-2 record of a 4.50 ERA. Not mentioning the periods that much, though. And there's a starting lineup for the 5-11 Tigers. As you guys can see, between left to right, right to left. Leading off first will be Victor Reyes at center fielder. Harold Castro's at DH, he'll back second. Jermaine Candelares at third. Johnson Skilp at second. With Castro at short. Cesar Kwan at first. At left field, batting seventh, it's Jacoby Jones at left. Jorge Bonifacios at right fielder. And batting ninth, doing the catching, is right-hander. Swinging on the bat is the catcher, Jake Rogers. So how is everyone doing tonight? Like I said, no Watch Dogs Legion tonight. It will probably be back by Monday. By the way, guys, my point will be in the chat late coming in. So basically, just gonna be getting a nap in real quick, so that way we can keep everything under control on that. Keep the other stuff related. Hey, what's up, TJ? How you doing tonight? Welcome to the chat. Thank you for sharing my video. Happy 2021, by the way. I did jump in with Ronnie A for a little while, and I said I'm off till Monday, so I could probably do Watch Dogs Legion for you guys. That a little more days before I do Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. But I'll probably still delete that without concern or a little bit of hopes on that. But we'll see. So on the mound for the 9-9 Indians, you got to see Carlos Carrasco in the fourth start of the series, has a 2-1 record, with a 3.63 ERA, 16 hits, 6 walks, 21 strikeouts. IC news will be in the first 19 or 20 minutes too. Let's forget that later. Leading off first for the Tigers will be Victor Reyes. 281, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs driven in. First pitch by Carrasco. And here's the pitch.
from the stretch.
And the upper right, 0-1.
Fellas, we check out the tribe as they begin.
But at least most of us are staying safe the same way at the same time. And TJ, did you do your New Year's resolutions or not really? My opponent and I still have the private ones. I did tell you guys some of that this morning. That would be ground ball to left, gets under it, and that's a single. That's a single for the Tigers. Something that's loyal, a little more respective. That'll be a pair of Castro, number 2 hitter, coming in. Batting .230, 1 home run, 4 RBIs living in. Run at first, nobody out. So yeah, White Sox season, you guys were going to get that tonight. I will probably do it tomorrow or possibly Monday, once I go back to work on that. So it won't be in no hurry. I'm still taking my time on Leeson. For the time before we get prepared for Call of Duty, right then. Senator Venezuela, no ball, 1 strike, run at first, nobody out. Runner wants to steal second. And at the bottom, 0-2, and runners goes from first and steals second. Holy cow, check it out again, guys. And it is strike 2, no balls, 2 strikes. If anybody can look it inside the middle screen. I'm always affiliated, guys, with Ronnie's group and Tuba's group. Ronnie will be back tomorrow, and Tuba's coming in tomorrow, too. No balls, 2 strikes. Carrasco. So we'll be alright. To the left, 1-2. So far today, I just relaxed. Got a couple things from the gas station, and keep everything under control since today is the last day of 2020. Once we bring out 2021 between the pleasure, so it'll be a very important thing. And at the bottom, that's a strikeout. That's the first out for the Tigers. And I think we might be okay. I mean, it's actually the 4th consecutive time, perhaps, that I've 4 days off in a row between 31st, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, between the last day of any year and the first 3 days of the new one. But that actually is an impressive thing, actually. That'd be foul ball to home base, 0-1. The record between Candelaria versus Carrasco, he's 4 for 12 for double. Batting .212. Right on second, 1 out. Carrasco from the stretch. And I think we might be okay. 1 ball, 1 strike. The umpires, Larry Hillsdale, Kenny Jansen, Mike Fillmore, and third place umpires, Rusty Valentine. And the umpires keeps the sport rolling. Tries to get a little bit extra. 1 ball, 1 strike. At the bottom, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gives a little more transition, no translation. TJ, are you still in the chat? Remember, guys, stay connected. Hit that like button. Hit that red support button. Leave a like. If you go to somebody's video, tell them a little bit about yourself, what you do on your channel, and make them feel comfortable, warm, and welcomed. That's the important thing that you guys can do. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Carrasco. And that will be fly ball to right center. We're going to get under it, and racing back, and see you later, it's gone. 2-run shot for his career. 2-run shot by Zamir Candelario. 397 feet, 101.7 miles per hour exit velocity. 2-run shot to right center. And the strikes first is 2-0 Tigers. Game 2 in Cleveland. Oh my goodness. When any player between any team, between baseball or any sports variety, guys, decides to get it out of the system. And it really has, and always keeps everything going. 2-0 Tigers, top of the first, 1 out. Game 2 in Cleveland. And that'll bring up Jonathan Scope. 262, 5 home runs, 10 RBIs living in. And that's the first strike. But if you guys have any resolutions for 2021 in the chat, you guys can bring them in anytime you'd like. As long as they're good and something you guys want to achieve. At the bottom, 0-2. Let's forget it's had 2 home runs and 3 ribbies driven in.
Pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
Okay, you want to talk about having a heart of gold on the character. Well, I can think of a couple of actors that has a different rhyme, I would think. But I'm not real sure. It can be anybody between a cast, between a series, or a movie itself behind that. Let me try to think of one of 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carrasco from the Strats.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
At the bottom, that's a strikeout.
Strike 3 in the dirt.
Picks it up, throws the first, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers. Up next, guys, is Willie Castro. 222, 3 home runs, 5 RBIs driven in. Okay, there we go. Gets signed down. To the left, 1-0. Keeps a little more of a mix tonight, guys. Keeps a little more substantial. Well ball, no strikes.
Here's the 1-0.
And at the bottom, 1-1.
That time it's 1-1.
Like I said, the guys already know that White Sox season won't be back until possibly Monday. I don't think it's going to be tomorrow. And of course, you guys are getting new episodes of Spider-Man every Saturday, Sunday, so you guys can keep an eye out for that. It'll be ground ball to third. Gets under it defensively, throws the first in time, and the inning is over. That's the third baseman, Zimmer Candelario, with the 2-run shot. For the replay, the deep right center field, and it's gone. Boom goes the ball. It's gone. Not coming back. The field. We go to bottom of the first inning. Tigers 2, Indians coming up the bat. And on the mound for the 5-11 Tigers will be Tyrek Skubal. Skubal making his 4th game appearance. Is a 0-2 1-loss record over 4.50 ERA, 22 hits, 3 walks, 17 strikeouts. Any pitcher has a good resume between the stats, see guys, as long as it's average or anything. And leading off first for the Indians, with Delano De Seals Jr., batting .227. First pitch by Skubal. And at the middle, 0-1.
So guys, these Tigers, as they
Fifth in the American League, 5-11 Tigers, a 5-11 season, 5th place in the American League Central. That's why there's always 2 sides, guys, American League and National League. Always keeps a little more competition between 30 to, instead of having 29. 1-1 at the bottom. Excuse me.
1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
At the bottom, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. If any player between any team tries to get a little extra forward, let's try not have a little more and more manipulating for it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And at home, foul ball, 1-2. Skubal from the Strats. And that'll be ground ball to left, makes the catch, and that's the first out for the Indians. Oh my goodness! But I know some of you guys in the chat are prepared for a little more extra second surprise of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Like I said, it will be premiering possibly next week, and that game could possibly and could. Even though it has a good amount of gigabytes, megabytes, and gigabytes behind that, it could probably set out last night's season. So we can actually see how it's going to wind up behind that. That'll be fireball to right center. Makes the catch, second out for the Indians. What's up, Connor? Happy New Year to you too, buddy. How you doing? Hit that like button, buddy, if you don't mind. In the third batting position is Jose Ramirez. 217, 6 RBIs driven in. From the stretch, here's the pitch by Skubal. Foul ball to left, 0-1. But how are you tonight, buddy? I also have some going on as well. Can you do face reveal? I tried doing that before. It won't let my ass do it, apparently. I'm guessing it needs a camera between this top seat, I think. That'd be my guess. That's the third out, inning is over. I mean, maybe, if I can. Go to the top of the second inning, game 2 in Cleveland. Tigers 2, Indians nothing.
So that'll bring up CJ Cron.
Due up for the Tigers, be number 42 first baseman, CJ Cron. 5-game hitting streak, 6 for 20 for an average of 300. 175, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs driven in. But I'll probably jump on that maybe one of these days. Carrasco from the stretch. To the right, 1-0. But what's he been up to today, buddy? I sometimes go live a little more early if I have some going on late in the evenings. Foul ball to left, 1-1. But if I have some going on with my pudding, or I have to do something a little more exciting or something to be out of the house or something. Foul ball to left, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. But I will be with Running Egg again tomorrow. As far as my Google Play balance goes, my ass is almost out of balance already. But I will get some more on that pretty much very soon. See how that's going to appeal. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Carrasco from the stretch. At the bottom, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Up next is Jacoby Jones. 189, 2 home runs, 2 RBIs. He's on deck. 3-2. Carrasco from the stretch. And that would be ground ball to second. And somebody loses the ball, and that's a single. It's going as a base hit, and that's a single for the Tigers. Oh my goodness. But thank you for the like, Connor. But our first nobody out. Jacoby Jones is batting 189.
Nothing much.
So that's good. At least everybody loves what they love to do between inside or outside between content. I did jump in a little bit with Running Egg earlier, so that's good. At the bottom, 0-2. The ball's 2 strikes. Getting a 3-round pick in a 2013 draft. Okay, I did put a good like on that. The ball's 2 strikes. Carrasco from the stretch. Up top, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Between any player's input, between offense and defense, compiled into one thing. Can I do a Roblox video? I wish I would, but I don't know how I'm going to do it between the PS5 though. It'd be ground ball to left, and that would be a single. That's a single for the Tigers. I'll probably do one day, one of these days. But I've got busy stuff between PS5 games that I'm buying for pre-order. Well, some of them for pre-order, some of them probably not. First and second, nobody out. Jorge Bonifacio is batting 231. 2 home runs, 2 RBIs driven in. But one of these days, we'll see what happens. As long as there's not much going on this week. Like I said, I don't have to be back till Monday, so I'm good. 1 ball, no strikes. Carrasco from the target. At the bottom, 1-1. IZ News will be in just a moment, guys. I'm just trying to see if I'm gonna just try to scroll a bit down if I can. And up top, 1-2. The ball, 2 strikes. Well, let's go away at the bottom. I did take out some of them earlier when I was relaxing. That'll be 5 ball to right center field. Gets under it to the right, makes the catch. First out for the Tigers, run on second. We're gonna go to third. And he is out, double play, second out for the Tigers. Oh my goodness. Here comes catcher number 9. Possessing his catcher Jake Rogers. 2 away, 4 home runs, 5 RBIs driven in. Run at first, 2 outs. Carrasco from the stretch.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
At the bottom, 0-1. Last game was 0-3. Well, like I said, Connor, if I get the time to do so for Roblox, I probably will do one sometime. If I ever have a lucky chance for the schedule. The bottom, 1-1. Okay, how we doing on time? Okay, guys, we're gonna get some news right about now. If you guys have a Twitter, you can do so by following me on Twitter at @ZachDawson. Stay connected. Hit that like button. Hit that red support button if you guys are new or not new in the chat. If you guys also have, again, send me out, tweet me out, leave a comment, stay connected all together. You guys can also, like I said, first and last name is first and last name on one word. It's Zadie Zach Dawson on Twitter. You guys can give me your first and last name information of Twitter anytime you guys like. Throws the first, and the side is retired. Get to that in second. Go to the bottom of the second inning. Game 2 in Cleveland. Tigers 2, Indians nothing. If you guys can want check me out on Discord, you guys can send me a film request on Discord. Do the same thing as you normally do on Twitter. I always consider between two apps on that. Romero Reyes is batting 232. And more importantly, guys, stay connected. We watch our videos in full. Like them, share them, tweet them out, comment. As we normally do on somebody's live stream, do what you have to do prior to the YouTube guidelines, and we don't do sub for sub as long as you follow the guidelines. So that way we can try to keep everything under control on that. Connor understands says, I've got to tell you, YouTube could be deleted. Oh, okay, why not? What's going on with YouTube? Is there something going on with YouTube? I mean, that's something I haven't heard. I mean, what's going on? Left 2-2. So, do you know what's going on with YouTube, or not exactly? I mean, I haven't heard a lot of things. There'll be ground ball to right center field. Picks it up, and that'll be a single. And that's a single for the Indians. What's up, Storia? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the family. How are you? And that'll bring up Francisco Lindor in the fifth batting position. 313, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs serving in. Runner at first. Destroyer, as long as people use the word sub, remember we don't use the word sub at this point. You can say support, but not sub. That's the way anybody's group between Buddy's group and Tuba's group. We don't use the word sub, but I'll let you skip part. I'll get to that this time. I'll let you slide this time, Destroyer. I'll get you that. So.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
But you know what you have to do at this point on YouTube. And that's a double play. And that's a second out for the Indians. Oh yeah, support. That's okay. It's all good. It's okay, buddy. Hackers, yeah, I don't believe in hackers. They're stupid, and all they care about is trying to hack anybody's account, whether if they're active or inactive or something. You guys can vote Atlanta 30, Gray Summon at 13. Up to next year. And if you guys really want to bring in the new year for 2021, Destroyer and Connor. Yeah, hackers are stupid. They're disrespecting anybody that comes in, and what they care about is doing what they feel like doing. And that'll be 5 ball to left, and that's 1-1. Okay, guys, we're gonna get some IZA news since, like I said, I sometimes go live in the early. Besides the weeknights, but I'll probably get back to doing that tomorrow, once I get up in the morning. So we'll be fine. 2 balls, 1 strike. And to the upper left, 3-1. Up next is Zoran up Lupo, batting 214. He's on deck. I hope they don't. Destroyer, what do you think? And speaking of that. Destroyer, since you're part of, alright, sounds good. What are you doing tonight? What are you doing tonight for New Year's? Well, I just got off the phone with my pudding moments ago. I'll tell you in a second. Foul ground ball to center. Gets under it, and that's a single. That's a single for the Angel. And for the Indians, excuse me. I for one am gonna be spending some time with my pudding tonight. Just gonna be getting a nap in real quick. And then, it's gonna get a little Yahtzee. Unless he loves it when I say Yahtzee at this point. Ground ball to the right, picks it up, throws the first, and the inning is over. Since here from Running Egg, Destroyer, 110 moderators now. Welcome to the family. You're officially my 110th moderator. We're at the top of the 3rd inning, game 2 in Cleveland. Tigers 2, Indians nothing. Do love for the Tigers. Then back to lineup is Victor Reyes. 1-for-1 for a run and a single. The center was called Project Zorro. Zongo, I've never heard of him. I would kill less if any hacker tries to get on anybody's channel. Let's just have to be aware of that. 110, Destroyer. How do you feel? The only one that got me started, Destroyer, you can think of two people. Tuber and, Running Egg. Those are the only two I'm always comparing to. But, Mod, you, what would you do, Connor? At this point. But it all depends. Ground ball to center. Throws the first one out for the Tigers. Feel warm and hungry? You're not the only one, buddy. I always feel warm when I'm at work. That's exactly a very important thing at this point. Well, what would you do if I did make you a mod, Connor? Would you follow my pudding and what is Destroyer? Would you follow my pudding too? He wants 300 by the end of next year, if we can try. Gonna bring up Harold Castro. He struck out his first time. He's 0 for 1. Okay, guys, but let's get to some news. This actually is officially the final day of the year, of any year. It's actually 2020. Oh, you have too much on your mind? Oh, wow. Well, what kind of stuff do you have on your mind? Going in for 2021 Destroyer. Anything? Okay, guys, our first one. 14 hours ago, prior to next week. It tells you Call of Duty. How to describe the following disc. To the left, that's a strikeout. That's the second out for the Tigers to the strikeout by Carlos Carrasco. Okay, so as you said, please, Connor, gosh dang it. You got me in the handle. 111 moderators. If somebody wants to ask me why I have so many, all I know is it's part of being the family, and always being spots-worthy, and always coming back anytime. That's all that matters. Love, support, and always having a lot of respect. Hold on, let me read the chat real quick. Meeting family in the New Year's. Lots to do? Okay. I don't expect that to be a problem. All you have to do is do what you have to do. A ball, one strike.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
And that would be fly ball to mid-left. Center and racing back and makes a good catch. And the side is retired. Do what for the Indians? It'll be Bradley Zimmer, a batting position. Batting 125. Oh, by the way, guys, Destroyer. By the way, Destroyer, what do you think of my new profile pic? My profile pic on YouTube. It's the AEW icon. It's set a 3-year deal with AEW, the one and only. The icon Sting. What do you think? I actually changed the profile pic earlier this week, prior to the holidays. A little bit by the end of last week. Oh, you like it? Oh, thank you. We also have a Star Trek review. Die Hard on the Discovery. Well, I still have not seen Discovery. At the bottom, that's a strikeout. First out for the Indians. A strikeout by Tyreek Skubal. Well, I'm glad you love it, Destroyer. Like I said, new record right now between the channel. Between Ronnie's group and Tuba's group. 111 moderators. As we keep it between a lot of us in the generation. Pitch by Skubal. The bottom 1-0. Let's take out this commentary, guys. Roberto Perez is batting .333, a home run, and 3 ribbies. By the way, guys, do you like my commentary? I mean, Running Egg told me plenty of times that I don't usually set up between comments. You know, that's why you guys have seen my content has been very good. I've started YouTube for the last over 2 damn years now. It'll be 3 years by the coming year of 2021. I actually do know what the date is for it. I have to double check. The bottom 3-1. Deck is the Linos, the Seals Jr. 222 and 3 ribbies. You like the company and commentary. Oh, thank you, buddy. So that way you don't have to hear commentators. You can hear me speak. That'll be ground ball to right center field. And that'll be a single. That's single for the Indians.
Sometimes you just gotta
That makes it a little more worthwhile. You guys can check out New Year's festivities guide for Animal Crossing. You guys can look at the best games of PS4, Xbox One, and Generation. Well, even though I'm going to be turning 28 by next year on June 24th, buddy, my pun's going to be 34 in a couple more days. Her birthday is actually January 4th, but I go back to work 8 to 5, and then I'm off next Tuesday and Wednesday afterwards, so that's not a problem. We ground ball to right, and that'll be a single. That's a single for the Indians. Like I said, my voice has been very interesting. Anything you guys can bring in, whether it's about the PS5 for pre-orders or the games I'm buying, you know, anything about this #1 seed, anything. As long as you know if you have any answers to it. Hey, what's up, Death Metal? How you doing? Tuber or Running Egg? The bottom 0-1. Cesar Hernandez is 0 for 1 with a flyout in the first inning. First and second, 1 out. Is it follow Destroyer or Gaming? I did. I actually did do that, buddy. That'd be ground ball to left, and that's a fair ball to left center field. And that will be an RBI double. As it's now 2-1 Tigers. Bottom of the third, second and third, 1 out. But I did follow him, Death Metal. He's actually good. But Death Metal, welcome to the chat, by the way. So are you ready for 2021 tonight?
Thanks for following him.
To left 1-0. Well, Connor, let me try to double check your ass real quick. Let me double check. I was in the middle of Asian news for a minute. Top 1-1. Give me a minute. Last name is Jones, correct?
Runners are at second and third with 1 down.
Oh boy, let me double check. Just a minute. The bottom 1-2. Destroyer or Destroyer? Can you drop Connor's link in the chat so I can find them? 1-2. Same spot, 1-2, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
The channel is called My Name.
I'll try to look at it one more time just to make sure. When I get a shot.
That's off the end of the bat foul, and he might have been fortunate to stay alive.
So we can actually look inside of it.
Another 1-2.
But at Destroyer, can you find his name at this point? And that's the second out for the Indians. So I can strike out by Tyler Skubal. But Destroyer, since you're one of my moderators, can you find Connor's channel and post it in the chat if you can? Double check if you can. The bottom 0-1. Okay, there you go. There you go, Connor. Whoever answers 1 for 1 for a single in the second inning. Oh, thank you, Destroyer. You're very kind. Very kind. As part of the family now. And that'll be fly ball to right center field. Makes the catch defensively. And the inning is over. And there you go, guys. Second baseman number 42, Cesar Hernandez. And an RBI double to left center. And that was deep to the ground, to the left. For the top of the 4th inning. Game 2 in Cleveland. Tigers 2, Indians 1. Do what for the Tigers? Too many Connors? Well, there is plenty of Connors when it comes to Terminator. Okay, come on. There's plenty of that going on. Silence Scope is 0 for 1 for strikeout his first time. But I'll try to grab his link in a minute. I'll try to grab it and see what it is. Just a little bit. The bottom, 1-0. Okay, Connor, I think that's you. I did support you, by the way. If we can do the same thing in the chat, go right ahead. Remember, guys, stay connected. Don't let YouTube take your followers. Hit that like button, hit that red support button. If you guys sub into a video, stay connected, leave a good comment. At the bottom, 2-1. So is that the only video, Connor? Or do you do something else going to the future? GTA Online, you guys can claim KO, Francisco, hold on, foul ball to home base, 2-2. Perico, Heist treasure chests, and bonuses this week. For anybody that has ZT Online, you guys can get a couple things on that. At the middle, that's a strikeout. First out for the Tigers. For strikeout by Carlos Carrasco. Well, okay, are you going to be making new videos to kick off the new year, or anything, Connor? Or what are you doing? I think it's best reviewed movies of this year. I'm gonna try to look into that. Maybe not as many. Well, Cass is 0 for 1 for ground out his first time. To left, 1-0. Besides, there's a couple of good movies that were in theaters this year, like say Tenet, and some of the others I can maybe think. Are you too young? Okay. Wait a while, Connor. Gonna wait a while. Let's give us 2-4 for double. Let's check out the others for news in a minute. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Can I drop my link?
Big foul ball to left, 1-2. So Destroyer, go ahead.
So he can find me.
If you guys can follow my pun in the chat, you guys can follow her. She's at 61.
Until I am 18.
And foul ball to home base, 1-2. Okay, guys, 100 billion hours was spent watching gaming content on YouTube of this year. Now, I did check out a specific article about a Twitch streamer spending 24 hours, maybe 36 hours on Twitch streaming something. And I think it's kind of like the first overall record on Twitch at this point, or Twitch or something like that. That's the second out for the Tigers. Which I think it is. They'll bring out CJ Cron, 1 for 1 for single in the second inning. Yeah, it's actually according to Wesley LeBlanc on that. And that is a bunch of load of time on that too. The middle 0-1. The ball's 1 strike. Back in between that guys is CJ Cron versus Carrasco, 6 for 10. Connor, I thought I told you not to use the word sub. How about I put it in a different parentheses, buddy. Instead of the word sub, say support when you come in here. Anytime you come in here, Connor, remember, use the word support, not sub. It's actually U-S-U-B. Okay, thank you, buddy. Well, I haven't played Call of Duty for a while. Last time I did was for PS4. I have a couple other ones that are in the back. Which I, for one, am going to be premiering Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War possibly by next week. But it's why I only do 5 games instead of 6. I'm a heavy-hitting RPG person, and any commentator sports game on that. For any game that's more confronted, bottom 2 and 2. Okay, guys, you guys can upgrade your Wi-Fi network with a Myth router. That's be interesting. There's also 35 essential tips and tricks for getting started on the 1 game on the channel. And that's a strikeout. And the inning is over. 1370, congratulations, buddy. You're going to be getting up there the same as I am. Go to bottom of the 4th. Game 2 in Cleveland. Tigers 2, Indians 1. Well, congratulations, by the way, Destroyer, at this point. Scientists discover a new gelatinous creature that lives deep in the sea. Let me jump on this one, guys. It's something I've never heard of either. Let me see this. It's actually according to Anna Bankhurst. No thanks. You're always welcome. I also want to wish you Happy New Year for 2021, Destroyer. At this point. 2021 will be a better year instead of this crap. I mean, 2020 was not bad. When I captured this #1 seed, thanks to one of my parents at Walmart. That's actually since my entire career, since I've had this #1 seed for nearly 5 weeks this weekend. So, we foul ball to left, 1-1. Like I say, you guys will have Watch Dogs Legion possibly back by Monday, after 5. That's why I'm still taking my time on investments the way I do things. I always do. I don't waste any time, I take my time. As long as I beat 2 games out of 5, I'll replace the 2, put 2 new games, and try something else behind that. On deck is Carlos Santana, 259, 3 home runs, 10 RBIs. He's on deck. 3-1. Have a ground ball to center field. It's under it defensively, and that's a single. And it's a single for the Indians.
as an offensive
Okay, guys, we also have Biomutant
Now, what's the
Computer
coaching
Guide.
level on
What
the
comes in and
mound?
eats Edison.
That's one of the things you don't
Never heard of it.
game
Probably
plan.
am not
Going
jumping
this
into that
way,
mix
the
either.
game plan normally is
I'm
get
sorry,
after
but
it,
the
start
king is not
flying, make
interested.
hitters expand the
But I
zone.
always get into sports
3-1,
and
not a good time to throw
RPGs.
Carlos
To
Santana
left 1-0,
is in for his
and I
second
always
plate
do.
appearance as he looks at a
Guys, to
ball
see yourself
swung
news,
out.
you guys will have more in the
Base hit
morning.
his first
Carlos
trip.
Santana is 1-for-1, with single in the second inning. But at first, nobody out. Foul ball from the middle, 1-1.
Little foul.
Because I'm too young, I don't have the level.
Run, 6 hits.
Oh, wait a minute, how old are you, Connor? How old are you?
Outside 2-1.
I mean, I'll be 28 by the coming year. At this point. The bottom, 3-1.
Low, 3 balls and a strike now.
Next is Zoran Lupol,
I'm coming on
207.
He is
Abbott's,
going to
he's
throw
on
something over
deck.
the heart of the plate.
3-1 from the stretch.
3-1 Off and running is Lindor.
That'd be a ground ball to the third.
Fielded cleanly.
Throws to first, and that's the first out for the Indians. Runner from first goes to second. And that'll bring up Jordan Lupol. 0-for-1 for ground out in the second.
On that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming, here it is.
Course down to the middle, 0-1.
Strike one.
It's an average of 167 average with RSP. I still don't know what the abbreviation is of that, guys. I still don't know. That's 0-2.
High from here, it's 0-2.
Your boss 2 strikes.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2.
But I do know my good buddy Brian comes in. Anytime he's free or if he's not at work or anything.
1-2.
This is actually any good particular reason. It's actually a good friend of ours in the chat.
Struck him
To the
out.
right, that's a strikeout. And that's the second out for the Indians, so strikeout by Tyler Skubal.
You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive.
What
next
kind of
time.
crap is this? Oh, a New Year's Eve party. Okay.
And that'll bring in the San Diego product.
Sunday around 9 o'clock.
He's off a fastball too low for ball 1.
I could probably jump in. It all depends.
Runner in scoring
Probably Zoom is
position,
0 for 1.
second, 2 down.
But I haven't jumped in another good Zoom party for a while.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB,
But we'll see.
he went
Has an
down
average of
strikes.
200.
Slow
That'd
roller
be
down the
ground
third
ball to
baseline.
third.
He's
Gets
got
under it.
3.
Throws the first in time. And the side is retired.
1 hit, 1
We play
left.
4 innings tonight, guys. Go to
Top
top of the
inning,
5th
number
inning.
5 we go.
Game 2 in
Detroit is out
Cleveland.
in front,
Tigers
2-1.
2, Indians 1.
Now to the plate, Jacoby Jones.
Due
He'll
up
get
for the
his side
Tigers.
started in the inning,
Number
and
7.
Dan, so far,
The batting
they've
position
been
is
stifled
Jacoby Jones.
offensively since the
It's 1 for 1 with
first
a single in the second inning.
They came out
5-11 Tigers trying to keep it a little bit.
was going for them
Paid
pretty
off a
much
little
just
bit.
disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
That's a difficult question between the other. Carrasco gets the sign down. Here's the pitch.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
To the right,
Fastball
0-1.
catches the black there for a called
Your
strike.
brother Grasso did send something. Love you, brother. Happy New Year to you too, buddy. Anybody can see how it's more examined. The bottom, 0-2. The ball's 2 strikes. I don't want to just double check if there's anything that's good inside the range. To the right, 1 and 2.
Pitch to him, misses outside.
Between good promos, 1 and 2. Carrasco from the stretch.
Swing
Up
and
top,
miss
that's a
on the start of
strikeout.
the fifth.
First out for the
Leading into
Tigers.
the fourth with a punch out, 1 away.
6 strikeout by Carlos Carrasco.
Tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone.
So if
but
there's a
with the hitter
different
protecting
sizable
with 2
beginning
strikes,
or
that's
a
the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at,
comebacks
and he's
between the
probably
few.
not gonna do much with it when he does
Between
make
anything.
contact.
Only about a 0 for 1 for flyout in the second inning.
In that
Carrasco from the
Jorge
stretch.
Bonifacio, as he'll
The bottom,
take a change
0-1.
up here for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Yeah, Call of Duty's been around for a long time. I played some good varieties in the past and present. It was, I think I've only played a couple then, if I'm correct.
The pitch.
But it's been a long time. You guys are possibly getting the premiere by next week.
2-1 our score.
So that I can set out Watch Dogs Legion. It will be this Monday of next week. To the left, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Excuse me. 2 balls, 1 strike. Carrasco from the stretch. That's foul ball to home base, 2-2.
Perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
Between a different player's presser. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that'll be ground ball to second. Gets under it, throws the first. Out number 2 for the Tigers. In the 9th batting position, we'll bring up Zach Rogers. He's 0 for 1. The age of 49, that's different lows or different average reports on that. Let me look up Susie's name real quick. She has been posting a little bit of a video behind that. So let me see if there's anything elusive. Okay, there we go. 1 ball, 1 strike. Carrasco from the stretch. Top 2-1. Balls, 1 strike. So basically, she's already been doing. She's been taking some big breaks on gaming. Last time I checked. So I've been looking at it. Big ground ball to center field, and that will be a single. That's a single for the Tigers.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given
Yes, he's already been watching some Gravati's he's been doing. Susie's been doing that on her channel, watching good anime. And good anime is making something sharp, and it really does. Right at first, 2 outs. Bring up Victor Reyes. He's 1 for 2 for 1 and a single.
Stepping in now, Victor Reyes.
Foul ball to left, 0-1. It's like somebody takes a break from gaming and wants to watch anime on the channel. Anybody's able to watch anything they would like. So I guess what is the important part of that? So people can actually jump right in and check what it is.
Can you go support Chad Wild Clay by playing Daniel Gizmo?
And that would be ground ball to second. Gives it to second base, and the side is retired.
So it's no runs on a hit, no
Game 2 in Cleveland. Go to bottom of the 5th inning. Tigers 2, Indians 1. And due up for the Indians. 9th batting position is Roberto Perez. 1 for 1 for a run and a single. Connor says they're trying to save YouTube. Hold on. What is his name? Chad Wild Clay. Can you find them in the chat? Like I said, I don't believe in hackers. They're pretty much real stupid at this point. 1 for 3 of a single last game. I'll probably check in a few. Foul ball to home, 0-2. Okay, say it's Wild Clay. I'll try to look up his name in a minute. No balls, 2 strikes. Bottom 1-2. Sad Wild Clay. Okay, there we go. Nas is head. Bottom 2-2. But Connor, what does Sad Wild Clay do? What does he do? I mean, does he do any good varieties of videos, or does he do something that's more brilliant? 2-2. At the bottom, that's a strikeout. First out for the Indians. Well, strikeout by Tug Sewell. I can't link them, they are not on the stream. I don't know how to. Well, you pretty much will try to get something forward for that. But I did support him already, so I don't know if you'll end up having a good reaction or anything. I probably will comment this video at a different time if I can. The bottom, 1-0. Delano Cecilios Jr. He's 1 for 2, a single in the 3rd inning. Like fighting videos, and he is a. Let me double check. Let me double check your comment. 1 ball, no strikes. The left, 1-1. Oh, he is a ninja. Oh, nice. Nanza. That's good. There's a couple of movies that are actually Nanza or ninjas at this point. Like one of the fighters from Mortal Kombat. Couple of them actually. Up top, 3-1.
this next
Up
pitch
deck
is a big
is
one.
Cesar
Last thing you
Hernandez,
wanna do
254,
is give
3 home
your
runs,
passer
7
a big
RBIs,
like
is
this.
on deck.
He's a real
3 and
burner
1.
out there on the base paths.
Foul ball to
May have
left,
swung
3
the
and
ball
2.
for that time.
I'll
And
guess.
a little late to boot. Full count now.
Well, we'll see. 3 and 2 from the
Has to
Threats.
give. Here's the payoff pitch.
And that'd be foul ball to
Timing
right,
just
3 and
tip
2.
off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. A shot.
That'd
down
be
the
ground
first
ball to
baseline.
right.
But this'll get
We've lost 2
fouled, so
strikes.
they'll do it again. 3 and 2.
That'd be the same
Another
spot, 3
foul
and 2.
ball, and this battle will continue. And he looks at
And that's ball 4.
now.
First
So
walk by
he's
Tyreek
scored, and you
Skubal.
always have to
As he
worry about
walks
the threat of the
number
steal when he's
42
on
for the
base.
99 Indians tonight. Would have inspired any baseball player that used to play very interesting or very special. Cesar Hernandez 1 for 2. Run at first with 1 out. I'm guessing he's actually a good fighting fan or something.
Go watch one of his late videos.
The bottom 0-1. Go watch one of his live videos. I probably will get a shot.
Well-located fastball down
Let's see what I
and
think.
Still the best pitch in the game.
Let's see what I think of it.
Comes set and the 0-1.
To left 1 and 1.
That's a
One
great
ball,
call
one
right
strike.
there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first
I mean, do you
base.
think he'll try to respond? I mean, at least he's
Great
sometimes
for a catcher if
active.
that guy's running.
I would assume.
Easy transfer throw to second base.
The 1-1.
The
Misses
bottom 2 and 1.
2.
Hey, he threw that
Tyreek
pitch
Skubal only
hard
given
just
up
to
1
get
walk
double
so
play.
far tonight.
Good job to let it go by though as a hitter.
Bottom 3 and 1.
With a fastball
Up
in,
next
but
is
it's 3-1.
Jose Ramirez batting
Love the
210.
approach out on the mound. Everything's down in
He
the
is
zone
on
as it
deck.
should be, but now you find yourself in a
3 and
3-1
1.
count. Do you elevate a little bit more?
That'd be foul ball to left 3 and 2. Yes, go follow him on Instagram. If I were to go to Instagram, I probably will follow a couple of you guys if I had a shot. Ground ball to first. Throws to second. Throws to first base. Double play, and the side is retired.
They go quietly here in this half
We play
inning.
5 innings tonight, guys. Top of the 6th.
Tigers lead this one.
Game 2 in
2-1.
Cleveland. Tigers 2, Indians 1.
Top half of the 6th.
And due off for the Tigers will be DH number 42, Harold Castro. He struck out twice, he's 0 for 2. 1 for 6 of the series. Puts the sign down. Carrasco from the Threats.
First delivery to him on the way.
That's the first strike, excuse me.
There. Usually you're looking
In the
for
9-9
fastball
Indians
elevated
bullpen
to
tonight,
the
Phil Matan and Emmanuel Clace. No ball, 1 strike. Carrasco from the Threats. To
And
left,
that's
right,
inside
1 and 1.
off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
And he's stretching and good personality. 1 ball, 1 strike.
The pitch.
To the right, 2 and 1.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Oh wow, that's fortunate. 2 balls, 1 strike.
This is
That would
hit
be
high
fly ball to
toward
mid center.
On the move is
We're gonna
DeShields.
get onto it. Makes the
He
catch.
makes the
1 out for the
catch. Great
Tigers.
effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Most following a game as well. Very nice, very nice.
Gotta go somewhere in 4 hours.
Little extra incredible.
This was
Gets a little more.
run right out of the gate.
Gotta go somewhere in 4 hours. Where you headed to tonight, Connor? Anything that's worth celebrating? Or any more special? Carrasco from the Threats. That would be ground ball to first. Accidentally loses it, but gets to first base in time. 2nd out for the Tigers. Up next is number 4, batting position, Jacoby Scope. Struck out twice, it's over 2. Grandmothers, that's good.
got it out of his system.
Betting New Year's, that should be really
He gets the 2
interesting.
strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
See what it comes down to. That'd be ground ball to left center. Gets under it defensively, throws the first in time. The inning is over.
And the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit.
To the bottom of the 6th, game 2 in Cleveland. Tigers 2, Indians 1.
Bottom of the sixth inning now.
Due out for the Indians will be Jose Ramirez. He's also 2.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough.
Here's the
Jose
pitch by
Ramirez has
Scooble.
been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians.
Bottom
This guy
of 1-0.
burst on the scene in 2016. Just absolutely.
He came in the
set
entire
the
career
lineup
for
on
7
fire.
years.
They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael
What a
Brantley.
play.
Production they would miss from him in
Left
the
2-0.
lineup, and Jose Ramirez
Anybody calls it a diving play or a spectacular catch, I would assume. Between anybody that's in a good column. It's actually a little more fortunate. 2 balls, no strike. Top 3-0.
Got through the fifth.
Up next is Famil Reyes, batting .239, 3 home runs, 8 RBIs driven in. He is on deck. 3-0.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch.
At the bottom, 3-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. That'll be a ground ball to center field.
Base hit, so the leadoff man
And
is
that'll
on.
be a single. That's a single for the Indians.
Well, fastball count, their yielded fastball mark.
Yeah, you drive
So far, we're doing so good tonight. That's actually really, really good.
buy yourself
Really
that
good.
guaranteed fastball, and he didn't miss it.
Keeps it good and keeps a little extra control. But at first, nobody out.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes.
To the left, 1-0.
To the fastball that
Jackie.
Famil Reyes is 1 for 2.
If you
Roblox, maybe. I would probably may or may not get it. He's 1 for 2 of a single in the second inning. We had different pizza coming in. And somebody else will be coming in for so. As there will be coming in. Here comes the manager for the 5'11 Tigers coming to the mound.
and we're gonna
And it'll
see
be
a
it for
pitching
Tyler
change, as
Skubal.
that's gonna do it for his
Skubal didn't have that
tonight.
bad of a performance.
So he'll depart with
Maybe
the
it's some
lead
smart
and a chance
strikeouts,
to be the
possibly.
winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first.
For any interesting on that.
Joe Jimenez
So,
will come
on the
and
mound
make
for the
his fourth
5'11
appearance in
Tigers
this
tonight
campaign.
will be Joe Jimenez. I think it's 4th game appearance, with a 2.2 up for a 2.08 ERA, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Was pitched by Jimenez. At the middle, foul ball, 1-1.
Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit the target.
2-1.
This is low, 2-1.
Trying to pull a fast one. Oh my. That'll be a ground ball, almost caught from second. And that'll be, gets it a second. And that's the first out for the Indians. Up next, Francisco Lindor. He's 1 for 2, single in the 4th inning. On the first one out, possibly if I get to it.
Checks every box.
Kind of, depending if I have time or something like that.
Hits from both sides of the plate with pop.
We'll see what we can do.
Defense, you name it. GM
Nods his
scream
head.
right here.
And he falls behind.
Foul ball to home
1-2.
base, 0-2.
Okay. Sounds good.
Now a swing and
That'll
a ball
be
popped in the air back
fireball
behind
to
short.
left,
Number
makes the
42
catch,
backs
second
up and
out for the
takes care of
Indians.
it, 2 away.
Now we'll see what happens if I have any time that's on there. They'll bring up Carlos Santana, 1 for 2, but single in the second inning. On the first 2 outs. How we doing on time? Still doing good.
How long more is this game?
That'll be foul ball.
And that's into the gap and should be.
Well, when it comes to having any big time when it comes to extra innings, it usually takes some extra time. And that's a double. It's a double for the Indians, depending on how long any game can be.
To get excited about.
Yeah,
Depending if it takes a while or it takes a little bit small margin on that.
Be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot
Usually
of
it
runs,
takes
but
quite some
there he
time,
is at
I
second base.
correctly.
Shot to the outfield scores him. They don't know
Second and
what's
third,
gonna
2
hold. They can get
outs.
on. Gotta take it one good at bat at a time.
At the plate
The
now,
bottom, 0-1.
No balls and 1 strike. He's
That brings up Jordan Loophole. He's 0 for 2 of a strikeout and a ground out. Up top, foul ball to left, 0-2.
Well, the
That's an average of 143 for RISP.
It remains to be seen if they can get it.
2 balls,
but
2
now
strikes.
sure would be a great time.
And foul ball to left, 0-2.
Fouled off to the left. second and third with 2 gone.
And that'll be ground ball to the mound.
Oh, look at
Throws the
that
first in
stop.
time, and the inning is over.
Driver held in check as the inning is over.
We play 6 innings tonight, guys. Go to top of the 7th.
2-1.
Game 2 in Cleveland. Tigers 2, Indians 1.
Can you do classic players, Bill?
I'll probably get to some of that if I ever get any good time on the schedule. Well, Cass is 0 for 2, a fly out and a ground out. Comes to anything that's classic or a little more maneuver. Pitch by Carrasco. That'll be ground ball close to second. Throws the first, 1 out for the Tigers. Well, let's see what happens. It'll bring up CJ Cron, 1 for 2 for a single in the second inning.
He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last
Fallen
time.
Angel? Oh my. Gets signed down. Carrasco from the Threats.
First delivery to him on the way.
That'll be foul ball to home base, 0-1. Between a little extra plan, I would assume.
Ready with
A ball,
the
1
0-1.
strike.
There's
1
a
ball, 1
Shanghai
strike.
Slider laid off for a ball.
Gives a little more rest to Racing.
And a
To the
check
right,
swing
1
here
and
as he
2.
couldn't help himself, and it's
A
ruled
ball and 2
strike
strikes. Count it up, guys.
When are you doing next live stream?
Tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, buddy.
Looking to
Guys, we'll
punch
have
out again.
Cyberpunk by then.
Try to hold back, but he
Like what time?
And that's a strikeout, second out for the Tigers.
away now.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get
You guys
him
are getting
going.
Cyberpunk every
Sometimes it can be
every Thursday and Fridays. Possibly in normal times I do in the mornings. 7:30, 7:25, 7 between 7:25 and 7:30, possibly. Carrasco from the Threats. Between those times when it comes to days off. But anytime I'm on the schedule between working in the mornings, getting off in the evenings, I only go live in the evenings.
Here's the pitch.
In a good normal time.
Good
To left,
fastball
1-1.
as he gets the swing and a
Normally.
miss.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower
It's actually a
the
little more
sights.
extra close. 1 ball, 1 strike. Carrasco from the Threats. To left, 1 and
The
2.
slider eclipsed the zone for a called strike.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's
Well,
not
that's
the
a little more
first time he's
surprising.
locked a guy up.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Carrasco from the
Looking
Threats.
for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
To left, another
Struck
strikeout.
him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame,
And the
that
side is
ends the
retired.
inning. Down in order go the Tigers. They
We got
lead
3 down for the
2-1.
Tigers. Go to bottom of the 7th inning. Game 2 in Cleveland.
Like 500 hours in the morning
Tigers
or
2,
something.
Indians 1. Good, then I wake up at 5 in the morning usually.
Here, and up next,
Okay,
the
why are you
same
up that
February
time?
native Bradley Zimmer.
This thing's
Connor.
far from over.
Do you usually get plenty good
Getting
sleep
back into this
afterwards?
game. Only
Or
down
something,
by
or
1. All
not
they need to
really?
do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from
No,
tying
that's his
this thing
head.
up.
Hit down the
That'll be
line
ground
in
ball to
front.
first. Gets the first base in time. 1 out for the Indians.
Now
Up next, Roberto Perez, 9th batting position. Singled, had a run. He's 1 for 2.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Left, 0-1.
Throws the fastball by.
Hold on, Tino, I am an early
Are you an early bird? Sometimes I am. I normally am when it comes to working mornings. But it's actually only 8 to 5s, normally 7 to 4s, or sometimes 9 to 6s on the center schedule for work, actually. There'll be foul ball to right, 1 and 2. But usually I'm really tired at the very end. On any inning set that I work. Swing and a miss. Second out for the
Classic
Indians.
slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch.
Look,
that hasn't
Rayson's
been
trying to
said a
set
million
something up
times
for it.
already. That's just a real tough pitch.
That's
for a
being
hitter to
good.
pick up out of a pitcher's hand,
Gives a
so
little
they
more
end up
technique.
chasing when they're in protect mode.
Okay, good on Twitter, on Discord.
Into the box, Delino DeShields.
And that's a bunch attempt, foul ball to home base, 0-1.
He's working on
And that brings up Delano
so
Cecilio Zuniga. 1 for 2 of a single in the 3rd inning. Foul ball to left, 0-2. The ball's 2 strikes.
Now he drops
To
a
left,
changeup
another
on
big
strike
strikeout.
three called and a great pitch there,
Any
but tied
inning
to the
is
side.
over.
Down in order go the Tribe.
Game 2 in
Down
Cleveland.
2-1.
Go to top of the 8th inning. Tigers 2, Indians 1.
Phil Maton will come
And on the
in
mound for the
now as he
9-9
makes his 10th
Indians will
appearance
be
of the
Phil
season.
Maton. Against the 10th game appearance, 0-1 record, with a 1.64 ERA, 19 strikeouts, and 3 walks.
Ready to begin the
Due up for the
eighth.
Tigers will be
That'll
Jorge
bring up the
Bonifacio,
outfielder, Jorge
0-2 a
Bonifacio.
flyout and a ground out. Between any time that gets balanced.
First delivery to him on the way.
Between a specific case
Just off
on
the
it.
outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Everybody's an early bird any time when it comes to coming into work or whatever time they work. Trying to get themselves energy.
Plain as yes he did. It's ruled a strike.
This is always really simple. One ball, one strike. Maton from the stretch.
The 1-1.
To the bottom, 2-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Waste this no cause, less cause of a distraction or anything. 2 balls, 1 strike. Gets signed down. Maton from the stretch.
The 2-1 on its way.
That'll be
And
foul
he
ball to
fouls
right,
this one
2-2.
off.
The team tries to get a little extra impressive between, get a little more inside the note. And that'll be, look like a good hit, foul ball to left, 2-2.
Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball.
Keeps any team that's forward.
Even at
20
2
pays
balls
him.
and 2 strikes,
And the
here's
other.
pitch.
To the right, 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this,
Up next is Jake Rogers batting
He
218.
can ill afford
Asterisk
He's on deck.
blows up asterisk.
3-2 pitch. And
To
a
the
good
left, that's
take
ball
there on none of
4.
the base runners.
First walk
It's
by
ball
Baton.
4 now to start the 8th inning.
As he walks number 42 for the 5'11 Tigers tonight. Your computer blew up, Connor? What happened? And that'll bring up the Ketso,
Next
Jake
up,
Rogers, number
Detroit, Jake
42.
Rogers.
1 for 2 of a single in the 5th
Grounded
inning.
out
Runner
time,
first, nobody
followed that
out.
with a base hit.
Gets a sign down. Baton from the stretch.
From the stretch. Tried to check
To
it,
the
and
left,
it's
0-1.
0-1.
But is your computer okay this time? Or it was on your bed too long? I'm guessing it was warming up or something. It had a little more extra heat. I mean, it could be. To the left, 1 and to the right. Excuse me, 1 and 1. Yeah, way too long between the other side of it. It could be anything.
I think it is fine.
That's good. We don't want to experience any heat
1
problems.
and 2
Bottom
for the
1 and 2.
Tigers catcher.
Especially if it's something a little extra severe or something that's not less compared. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Baton from the stretch.
And a
At the
half
bottom, another
swing.
strikeout.
It's a full swing.
That's out for the Tigers.
And that'll be the first out of the inning.
Oh my. Back to lineup, here comes Victor Reyes. He had a run, singled, he's 1 for 3. 3 for 7 in the series. Run at first, 1 out. Anything back for Kaysen? Hits by Maton.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Bottom left, 0
And
1.
that fastball's taken but catches the outer third.
That's the exact spot.
Yeah, you guys will get more news tomorrow.
Just asking.
You just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
My job, what do you mean? Real job or job working? No ball, 1 strike from the stretch.
0-1 count and the pitch. And it's
Foul ball to
fouled
left,
away.
0 2. And that ball is low.
Slider bounces,
And a
it
runner
gets
from
away.
first goes to second. And that's ball 1,
that
1 and
will
2.
hurt as the runner will move into scoring.
And that's a wild pitch. Well, job working, well, I love what I do for the last 3 years. You know, my opponent see me in action, and basically what I do at Walmart for over 3 years, I do carryouts sometimes. I'm actually a card pusher as a part-timer. So basically, I do the cards back to back to back, and you know, do some AP hosting. You so the cards are sanitized, so everybody wears a mask and, you know, keep themselves safe. That's the second out for the Tigers. So yeah, I love what I do. most likely in the order. My opponent's hoping to get a serious job in the future. By the time we bring 2021, hopefully. There's the cast is 0 for 3 for flyout and 6th inning. Final at second, 2 outs. What about you, Connor? And by the 23rd of February this coming year, will be 4 years since I've been at Walmart. It's an Evans. I hear gunshots. Oh crap! Hopefully no one's getting the. Hopefully nobody's getting shot or anything. That'd be dangerous to look into. The bottom 0-2. The ball's 2 strikes. Between any solution. The ball's 2 strikes. Matan from the stretch. And that's a strikeout. That's the 3rd out. And the side is retired. Go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Game 2 in Cleveland. Tigers 2, Indians 1. Due up for the Indians. Be number 2 batter, Cesar Hernandez. He had a very doubled. He's 1 for 3. 99 Indians trying to surpass a bit closer. Keeps a little more speed intact. Between any side corner.
Here comes the first pitch.
To left, 1-0. But if the temperature down here, we're going to taste your older sister. Oh boy. Any particular reason, Connor? I mean, why would you try to taste somebody? Anything clockwise, hopefully? Foul ball to right, 1-2.
This will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That'd be fly ball to left and stands, 1-2.
And that will end up a foul ball.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2.
And that'll be fly ball to right center field. Gets under it, makes the catch. 1 out for the Indians.
Had him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
All right, let's see. It's trying to look quite a bit.
Now batting, Jose Ramirez.
That'll bring up Jose Ramirez. 1 for 3 of a single in the 6th inning. It's going to be a prank, okay. Big ground ball in the 3rd. Picks it up, throws to first. Out number 2 for the Indians. Well, at least it could be anything for sure. Between anything wise.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Bottom 0-1. For Mel Reyes is 1 for 3. Top 0-2. Ooh. The ball's 2 strikes.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
And that is fly ball to left center. Makes a good catch. And the inning is over. 3 out, 3 down for the Indians. Spreads out guys for the top of the 9th. Game 2 in Cleveland. Tigers 2, Indians 1. And on the mound for the 9-9 Indians will be Brad Hand. Making his 7th appearance, has 6 saves. And up next for the Tigers, be the batting position, Demir Candelario. And a 2-1 homer in the 1st inning, he's 1 for 3. Back in the taste. The first pitch by Hand.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
To left, 1-0. Ooh. Can do a video where it's Red Sox versus the Tigers. Maybe I can get a break from the franchise and try to do something behind that. But we'll see. I think that would be something special. If I maybe do it on Saturday or something. You guys will have baseball next on Saturday. After tonight. To the right, 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. Up next is Jonathan Scope, batting .250. He is on deck. Maybe this weekend if I have a shot. Up top, 3-1. But it would have to be Saturday morning, and then I can do Spider-Man Saturday night. You guys get new episodes every Saturday and Sunday on the schedule. That'd be ground ball, skip from second. And that is a single. That's a single for the Tigers.
It's a great job right there to get a lead-off knock. You got the lead. You have a chance to add on.
I mean, if I do Red Sox Tigers, Connor, I probably would. I'll only probably do exhibition mode sometime. If it comes down to it. But at first, nobody out.
That'll bring up Jonathan Scope.
To the right, 1-0. That'll bring up Jonathan Scope. He grounded in 6th inning. He's 0 for 3.
Use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Window crack,
Window cracks. Oh boy. Somebody breaking in somebody's house, Connor? But not really.
1-0.
At the bottom, 1-1. On ball, 1 strike.
Minnesota-born ball player. He was taken in the
Of course, it could be anything besides window being cracked or something. It could be anything that's not loud or anything obnoxious. But I don't know. Left 1 and 2. For me, down here in the state of Ohio, Connor, I usually hear either that or basically sirens. Every now and then. That's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Like I said, I usually hear some of that every once in a while. But if it's not my concern or anything. So, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Up next, Will Castro, batting 211. He's on deck. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brad Hand nods his head, and here's the target. To the upper left. That is a strikeout. First out for the Tigers. But a well held at first.
He struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
This is not the other way around or something. Lucas is 0 for 3 for ground out in the 7th.
At the plate, number 42.
And that will be fly ball to center field. We're going to get under it a little bit in the back and makes the catch. Out number 2 for the Tigers. Up next, number 6, guys, CJ Cron. 1 for 3 of a single in the second inning. As long as it doesn't have anything that's preparing.
First pitch of the at-bat on
Or unpreparing. At the bottom, 1 ball, no strikes. As it can be between a different wind of rains. To the left, 2-0.
Jack, who is your favorite team?
If I were to think of a favorite team, that's a good question. My partner's always been a good fan of a team. He's actually coming out of Detroit. Wait, so you actually know the first name. He is on deck. 3 balls, no strikes. Hand from the stretch. And that'll be ground ball to the mound. Throws the first, and the side is retired.
One left for Detroit.
So the bottom of the 9th inning, guys. Game 2 in Cleveland. Stretch out. Get a drink of something. Tigers 2, Indians 1. So we get a different pitcher for a assignment. And coming in, exclusive. On the mound for the 5-11 Tigers, be Ivan Nova. Nova making his 4th appearance. 2 saves, 1 strikeout. We like the Red Sox, that's good. Maybe I can do one maybe sometime. Maybe this weekend. That's why I do baseball every 1 to 2 days a week, so. Out of 5 games instead of 6. And that's normal. That'd be ground ball center field. And that would be a single. That's a single for the Indians. A couple of love hearts right there. Queen, different side. Up next is Carlos Santana. He's 2 for 3 of a single and had a double. But at first, nobody out. Anybody has a good elevation between any ceiling.
First pitch on its way.
To left, 0-1.
Now, and he takes a cold strike. A runner at first with no outs here.
That'd be ground ball to second, guys. Gives it a second. Gives it the first, and that's a double play. Second out for the Indians. The Indians are down with their final out. Oh my goodness. Usually when it comes to double plays, guys, any team is out of luck and pretty much screwed out of any luck any team has. Besides, again, anything that's honored. For sure. I'll tell you in a minute. Last chance for the Indians. Pinch hitting for the 9-9 Indians. Can't get the name. Oh, the screen is glitchy? I'm pretty sure it could be the app or something. Or it could be something else. Bottom, oh, 1-0. And that'll be Josh Naylor. 220, 1 home run, 2 RBIs.
230, 1 home run and a couple RBIs. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now a check
At the bottom,
swing
1
here,
ball,
but
1
the
strike.
umpire says he went around and no argument.
Yeah, Naylor was batting 220.
Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the
It's like rolling a bowling ball in a league, knowing what your average is. My average is always a 223, guys. My high single was a 191. Way before the stupid pandemic started earlier this year. The bottom 3-1. Up next is Bradley Zimmer, batting 116. He's on deck.
He doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
As long as any player knows how to keep it quiet, keeps it private. 3-1 from the stretch.
3-1, here it is.
And that'll be fly ball and that is gone. Solo shot by Josh Naylor, second home run of his career, 379 feet, guys. Look at that. 106.5 miles per hour. And it's now 2-2 apiece. Game 2 in Cleveland. 2 outs. Oh my goodness. Josh Naylor. The solo shot. Guys, that's actually just Josh Naylor's second home run shot. Oh my goodness. It's like any team is trying to tie up something, it's making sure it's not going anywhere. Not going anywhere at all. 2-2 apiece, bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. Pitched by Nova. The bottom, 1-0. Brings up Bradley Zimmer, grounded down 7th. It's 0 for 3. Looking at him, different comments there. We'll get in a second. That'll be ground ball to center. Gets under it defensively, throws the first, and the side is retired.
So this game will not end.
We go to extra innings, guys. Go to top of the 10th. Game 2 in Cleveland. Tigers 2, Indians 2. And on the mound for the 9-9 Indians will be Emmanuel Clace. He has 10th game appearance, with 14 strikeouts and 6 walks. Tyler Naquin, right fielder number 42, will stay at right field for the 9-9 Indians. And leading off for the Tigers with Jacoby Jones, 1 for 3, the single in the second inning. Keeps believes, keeps a little more expected. Well, NFL-wise, I'm hoping my Steelers can win this weekend. But I'm hoping there's no less stress or anything. Like I said, I hope we win. I really hope we do. Because Mason Rudolph's going to be starting besides Roethlisberger, so this comes to a good level. 0-2. Right, that's a strikeout. First out for the Tigers. A strikeout by Emmanuel Clace. A strikeout by Clace. Oh my goodness. It's somebody supposed to guys. Somebody throws the bat in between. I'm like, okay. Wow. Top 0-1. Only 1-5. It's over 2. Well, for walk in the 8th inning. I am sorry, guys. Something keeps coming into me a little bit. No false 1 strike. To the right 1-1. I mean, I've been a Steelers fan for over 11 years. Since 2009. Since they won Super Bowl 40 back then. And I started watching the Steelers for the first time when they took on the Seahawks. I was only like in my mid-teens. 15 or 16. And that'll be look like a good hit. Foul ball to left, 1-2. Besides, I really was at this point. To the right, 2-2. But I haven't been to a football stadium. I've been to other stadiums, I'd say, when it comes to watching a hockey game or watching a National Basketball Association game. And that would be in Cleveland or somewhere else, or maybe Chicago. He's on deck. 3-2 from the stretch. And then swing and a miss. Out number 2 for the Tigers. Second strikeout by Emmanuel Clace.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now.
It's like saying say hello to my little friend or something.
And here's another one today.
I don't know.
Looks to me like he just needs to
However nice it could be. I don't know.
focus on making some
Has to be something. Here comes the catcher, Jake Rogers. 1 for 3. Sing on the 5th inning.
Can you make Mertz?
Bottom 0-1. You make Mertz. What do you mean by Mertz? Streamlabs? Streamlabs with Super Chats? Well, if What's His Face comes back, so I haven't seen him quite some time, maybe he can try to help me. By the name of Motor Gaming. So I haven't seen him for a while. But we'll see. Left 1-2. But we'll see what happens, buddy. We'll see.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour.
What up,
That's
guys?
just pure filth.
It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that's to be a strikeout to the right. The inning is over. Game 2 in Cleveland, going to bottom of the 10th.
Hey everyone, sorry I'm
Indians 2, Tigers 2.
Happy New Year to all of my friends.
Oh, wait a minute, we'll check in a minute. Do one for the Indians to be Roberto Perez, 1 for 3 of a single and a run. Hold on, Puddin', let me see. Okay, we're taking a nap, honey, that's good. How long did you take a nap for? Bottom 0-1. But it all depends what moves might be. I mean, Streamlabs would be something. But I haven't got done getting back into it. If only Motor Gaming would start coming back, though. If he actually ever got a chance. Big ground ball to first. Gets the first base in time. 1 out for the Indians. So, oh my. So you don't need another nap tonight, Puddin'? Or not really? And that'll be a bunt attempt to home base. And gets out of his hand. That's a single. That's a single for the Indians. But when it comes to bunt attempts, guys, it could be anywhere sometime down the road. Well, sometimes between any baseball game that goes right in. It could be not as bad as that actually possibly can bring. Let's see if I can do something different on the chat for a minute.
Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez.
And that'll be fly ball to center field. Gets under it, makes the catch, second out for the Indians. But you don't need another nap again, huh, Puddin'? Here comes Jose Ramirez, 1 for 4. Let's sing on the 6th inning. Yeah, there we go. Runner first, 2 outs. Left 0-1. Whatever comes right in the place a little bit.
Gotta get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here.
Top 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, let me get the phone on the southern grid. Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. Hold on. There we go. If I can look at the comments, it'd be on the top right. That'd be pop up to right center field. Gets to its place. Makes the catch. And it's the end of 10 innings. Oh, out, sorry. Go to top of the 11th inning. Game 2 in Cleveland. Indians 2, Tigers 2.
So the batting order turns over.
Due up for the Tigers would be back to lineup. Victor Reyes. He singled, had a run, is 1 for 4. 5-11 Tigers. We're going to excuse Cabo of certain stuff. But when it comes to getting to a ball, guys, you can't get there too quick. Gets signed down, Clays from the Threats. Here's the
Ready with
pitch.
the first pitch. Here it comes.
At the bottom, 1-0.
Ball and no strikes.
Top 1-1.
Tardy on the
Ends up.
fastball, 1-1.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot
We don't
down.
need another
He's
nap again
mostly
tonight,
tardy
don't
right
you,
now.
Puddin'?
Hello, Connor.
Or are you okay?
Swung out
Top
and
1
missed
and
for
2.
strike number 2.
Well, you can call him Connor for short, Puddin'. That'd be okay. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To the right,
They
2
got
and 2.
inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
Pretty good
Gets a
pitch
little
right
more
there.
speed
Fastball
between a
off the
ball and a
plate.
player, guys.
Things you wanna do
Between
as a
any
pitcher,
team.
try to stand those hitters
2
up.
balls, 2 strikes.
Still
Foul ball to
hanging
home
with
base,
him,
2 and
another
2.
good swing to keep it
All we
going.
have to do, guys, stay connected. Like I said, we don't get another purrs from YouTube or anything.
Here now the 2-2. Is
At the
swung
bottom,
on and
another
missed. He got
strikeout.
him.
First out for the Tigers.
Wow, we've seen some really impressive pitching in this one. You could
When it
say
comes to
these
having a
lineups
good outing or
have
bad
been
outing on
but
that,
I
you
always
can
like
tell
to
with
give credit
Castro.
to pitching and defense.
Struck out in the 8th inning, he's
They've
0
been
for 4.
fantastic all game long.
1 for 8 in the series. Gets signed down.
First pitch on its way.
And that'd be foul ball to left, 0-1. Miles per hour, guys, is 100% between a hundreds column. To the right, 1-1.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters
But
to lay off. And a lot of times,
Enzo,
if
how you
do
holding
swing
up
at
so
that
far
cutter
tonight?
in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken
1-1 from the Threats.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch.
And that will be gracefully. And that will be a double.
And he is into
And that's a
second
double
base
for the
with one
Tigers.
away as the go-ahead run.
Wow, he was willing that thing to
Heads
get
up
out
one
of
more
here.
time, guys.
Giving them the lead right here late in the game, but it ends up
And that
being
was
off
101 miles per hour.
an extra base hit.
Holy
Let's see
cow.
if the next man up can come through with a clutch here.
Between the bat and the ball, between any team, guys, tries to get it outspoken. This will be a little more substitution. And coming in for Sir, guys, will be somebody that's more related on that. As there will be, at this point, fans sitting for the 5'11 Tigers will be Kristen Stewart. Runner at second, 1 out. Here's the pitch by Place. Check swing, and that's ball 1, 1-0. Kristen Stewart's batting 200. Runner at second, 1 out. Place from the Threats. Foul ball to left, 1-1. It's like having a good hot streak or a cold streak. And that's the bottom. And that's ball 2, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Name it down. Put it down there, guys. And that'd be foul ball to left, 2-2. 101 miles per hour between the pads off his glove.
Here's the 2-2 pitch.
At the bottom, another strikeout. Second out for the Tigers. First strikeout by Emmanuel Clace. Somebody's looking to dig under and try to get a massive hit as he wants to get something going. And to bring up Jonathan Scope, struck out in the 9th, he's 0 for 4.
In now, Jonathan Scope.
The bottom, 1-0.
Struggling so far in this one.
That's why he has 1 for 8 in the series.
Right here.
But, honey, did you miss me already? I thought I got done with the call, or not exactly. On the final day of 2020 already.
The 1-0.
Up top, 1-1. That's an average of 176 for RISP. Until I figure out what those 4 letters mean, guys, between abbreviations, that'll be something that's worth reminding. The bottom, 2-1. Excuse me.
Tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they
2 balls, 1 strike.
The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Runner at second, 2 outs from the Threats. At the bottom, 3-1. On deck is Will Castro batting 207. He's on deck.
And count leverage in your favor.
And that's strike 2, excuse me, 3-2. He balls 2 strikes. Clays nods his head.
He's set the 3-2.
And that's a foul ball to right. 3-2. And he tries to apply pressure between a different team. And that's ball 4.
So it's first and
That's a walk by
second,
Clays as he walks number 42 for the 5-11 Tigers tonight. Oh my goodness. It's like any player tries to expect something better, but something a little bit close. On the mound for the 9-9 Indians, will be Nick Wigren. Against 13th game appearance, 0-1 record, with a 2.70 ERA, 2 walks, 19 strikeouts. Calls friend or calls fiend? Somebody can call the Fiend back to Monday Night Raw, that's for sure. After what happened in the Funhouse Inferno match at TLC. Pins hitting for the 5-11 Tigers, the one and only Miguel Cabrera. 222 and 1 ribby. First and second, 2 outs. First pitch by Wingren. At the bottom, 0-1. No ball, 1 strike. First and second, 2 outs. Gets signed down. Wingren from the stretch. 0-1. To left, 0-2. That's an average of 333 for RISP. Until I figure out what that means, guys, I'm pretty sure it would not be hard to find. No balls, 2 strikes. Wingren from the target. And that's a big strikeout. And the inning is over. We're going to bottom of the 11th inning, game 2 in Cleveland. Tigers 2, Indians 2. And Chris and Stewart will be playing third base for the 5-11 Tigers. And number 42, shortstop Miguel Cabrera, will be in the lineup for the 5-11 Tigers. And due up for the Indians will be for Mel Reyes, 1 for 4 with a single in the second inning. Gives a little more influence between play-by-play. Between over the edge. Keeps a little more hand over heels.
Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it, but hey, that's the life of it.
It can be a little more combined with no conspiracy, guys.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
That'd be fireball to... It's gone. And the Tigers are now 5-12 of the season. As the Indians climb up to 10-9, taking game 2 in Cleveland. Oh my goodness. Jose Ramirez. That solo shot. Oh my goodness, look at that, guys. Never holding back between the other area, between the batter's box. So, I'm going to make this real quick. Hold up a minute. Point that he's still back there. Stay in the chat, guys. Between scoreboards and standings, as we normally do every 1 to 2 days a week for baseball. Losing game 2 in Cleveland for the 5-12 Tigers. The only positive thing on that is Samir Candelario had an alright game. He's 2-4 with a 2-run shot. Victor Reyes was 1 for 5. Hill Kessler had a double, 1 for 5. And also Will Kessler was 0 for 4. Taking game 2 in Cleveland tonight for the 10-9 Indians. Ramon Reyes had a solo shot. Zasnell was 1 for 1 for solo shot. Double in the ribby. Cesar Hernandez was 1 for 5. Carlos Santana had a double with 2 for 4. Something in the books. So the Indians go up to 10-9 in game 2 in Cleveland over the Tigers to 5-12. 3-2, 12 hits, no errors, 7 hits, and no errors between any target. Going to simulate that. As far as the other teams go, and see if there's anything else behind this real quick. No? Okay. For the other teams go real quick, guys. Real quick. Stay in the chat. We've got the Red Sox winning by 1 run after 10 innings over the Athletics in Oakland. By 1 run after 10 innings. Final score 5-4. 9 hits, 1 error. What am I doing tonight? Honey, can you tell Connor what's going on tonight after the chat? If you can tell him, please, if you don't mind.
The Astros
It's my top number 1 moderator out of 111 moderators, if you don't mind, please, between our future.
The Chicago Cubs
Tyler for second win, Hildenberger for first save. The Yankees winning 12 innings between also extra innings by 2 runs over the Rangers in Texas. By 2 runs after 11 innings, final score 4-2. 14 hits, no errors, 10 hits, and 1 error. Hold on, let me answer my earbud real quick. Won't take as much quickly. Okay, there we go. Okay, guys, Conley, second win. Fireballer, as old as Salmon. If anybody can throw a fireball, gets the 7th save. The Cubbies win a blowout big victory by 10 runs after 9 innings over the Orioles in Baltimore. Final score 10-0 shutout, 11 hits, no errors, 7 hits, 0 errors. Between the few. It's on less of his 4th win. The Angels went by 1 after 12 innings over the Marlins in Miami. By 1 run after extra innings, final score 4-3. 12 hits, no errors, 9 hits, and 0 errors. Barosia was first win. Walvis was 5th save. The Reds went by 6 over the Giants in Cincinnati after 9 innings. Scored this one, guys, by 6 runs, 7-1, 9 hits, no errors, 3 hits, and 1 error. Castell was second win. The Twins went by 3 runs after 9 innings over the Blue Jays in Toronto. By 3 runs, final score 5-2, 9 hits, no errors, 8 hits, and no errors completely. Dobnik was first win. Duffy was 6th save. Between the other balance. The Astros won by 1 over the Rays in Tampa. By 1 run after 9 innings, final score, real quick, 4-3. 11 hits, no errors by 1. 11 hits and 1 error. McCoy Jr. second win. Osuna was 6th save. Pun, are you there? Are you still in the chat? Face cam, please. Hold up a minute. Let me double check real quick. Let me see. See if I can do this. If not, probably would have to wait between other position. Right here. I cannot get a face cam, guys. I don't know how I'm going to be able to do it. Probably sometime down the road. The Go-Go Mets went by 2 runs over the Braves in New York City. After 9 innings, final score 4-2. 4 hits, no errors, 9 hits, and 0 errors.
Wait, I see your daughter.
What do you mean, Connor? It's okay, baby. So, what's the plan for tonight? Connor wants to know what's going on tonight. And this New Year's Eve tonight, the final of 2020. Yeah, if you could point out to Connor, baby, in the chat, see what's going on, that'd be okay too. Look inside of that. Final score 4-2. 4 hits, no errors, 9 hits, and no errors. Syndergaard was first win. But Betances was first save. The Phillies win by 9 runs after 9 innings over the Brewers in Milwaukee. Final score that quick, guys, 9-0 shutout. 8 hits, no errors, 3 hits, and no errors completely. Howard was first win. The Royals win by 1 run over the White Sox after 10 extra innings in Kansas City. 5-4, 7 hits, 2 errors, 9 hits, and no errors complete. Holland was first win. The Diamondbacks win by 2 runs after 9 innings in a close victory over the Pirates in Arizona. Final score of this one, guys, by 2 runs after 9. 8-6, 9 hits, 2 errors, 11 hits, and no errors. Mario was first win. Rondon was 5th save. The Dodgers smoked by 1 run after 9 innings over the Cardinals in Los Angeles. Final score of this one, no say the words on that. 1-0, 4 hits, no errors, 5 hits, and just 1 error. Alexander was first win. And the Padres win by 3 runs over the Rockies in San Diego after 9 innings. Final score of this one between any team, guys, 4-1. 9 hits, no errors, 4 hits, and 1 error. Zach Davis' second win. Pomeranz was third save. Complete. Alrighty, guys. Before we get to the other stuff, you guys will have baseball on Saturday.
Oh man.
I will probably, like I said, that before we wrap things up between standings and other scores, I will be back doing baseball by Saturday. It will be Saturday morning, and then Saturday night will be Spider-Man Miles Morales. It's every Saturday and Sundays it's always between every single schedule. Remember, guys, prior to next week, Watch Dogs Legion could have another couple more episodes. Maybe just a few more. And then Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War gets to take over Watch Dogs Legion. But it's almost going to run out my gigabytes, but if I can get a USB cable that's still in front of me, I'll probably try to do something between the USB cable. But we'll see what happens, keep everything going, and try it again between no less intuition. You guys can vote franchise. You guys can tell me to say a franchise, or we can do Tigers Red Sox as a what do you call it, exhibition mode. Then get back to franchise pretty much Tuesday afterwards. Let me know. And so Tigers are 5-12 of the season. So next time it will be possibly by Saturday morning, if not exhibition mode between Tigers and the Red Sox. We'll see. As it will be the 5-12 Tigers taking on the 10-9 Indians in the series finale in Cleveland. So on the mound for the 5-12 Tigers next time will be Michael Furmer. It's a 1-1 record, 19 strikeouts with a 3.20 ERA. And on the mound for the 10-9 Indians, nicknamed the Tribe, 10-9 Red Tribe Indians, will be Tristan McKenzie. It's a 2-1 one-loss record, 20 strikeouts with 3.07 ERA, or around average. But the other teams real quick, not as many. We've got Giants taking on the Reds in Cincinnati. BD with a 2.60 ERA versus Sims with a 3.60 ERA. We have the Brewers taking on the Phillies in Milwaukee. Arita 0-1 with 6.59 ERA versus Hauser with a 1.47 ERA. Any good run average is a little more better between comparing for it. Pirates take on D-backs in Arizona. Keller with 3.68 ERA for Clark with a 3.50 ERA. Padres host the Rockies in San Diego. Gray 0-2 for 10.80 ERA for Spadak for 2.93
Did you
ERA.
get on famous birthdays? I trying to look for your one of my favorite.
Kato in the chat says, hold on a second. Conda says he's a get famous birthdays. I don't think so. I don't think so if I can recall. But I really can't remember. But did it say anything about birthdays? Or not really? You could look on, you can let me know on that. The Nationals take on the Cubs in Washington. Males 1-1 with 4.24 ERA versus Fur Corbin with 4.20 ERA. The Mets host the Braves in New York City. Fried 1-1 for 3.00 ERA versus Stroman for 3.38 ERA between the few. The Rangers take on the White Sox in Chicago. Cody 0-1 for 15.63 ERA versus Rodon for 1.27 ERA. We're almost done, guys. Mariners take on the Athletics in Oakland. Don 1-0 for 2.65 ERA versus Blackburn for a 4.42 ERA. And last but not least, the Dodgers hosting the Cardinals in Los Angeles.
Tigers Red Sox.
So you just want me to take one break for the time being to do exhibition mode between the Red Sox and the Tigers on Saturday morning, correct, Connor? I think that'll be not a bad idea. Then go back to franchise mode for the managing by Tuesday morning. By then, does that sound correct, Connor? Let me know in the chat, buddy. And then Ringwright 0-1 for 3.79 ERA versus Bueller for 2.25 ERA. We're gonna do settings, guys, and we'll wrap things up for the night. And my opponent can tell you what he has going on between the future. All right, guys. Let's start with the first one real quick. In the American League Central, 3 wins in a row. Western Games with 7-3. 3 wins for the 12-7 Twins. 1 loss for the 10-8 White Sox. 2 wins for the 10-9 Indians. 1 win for the 9-9 Royals. And 4 losses in a row, still a young season, for the 5-12 Detroit Tigers. Playing the balance. In American League West, a little more hotter. Keeps the win streaks happen. A wins. Great wins. A wins for the 14-4 Houston Astros. 4 wins for the 13-5 Angels, only behind 1 game of the red-hot 14-4 Astros. 2 wins for the 10-9 Mariners. 3 losses for the 5-14 Athletics. And 1 loss in the American League West for the 2-16 Texas Rangers. In the National League East, a little bit competitive behind that. 2 losses for the 10-9 Marlins. 3 wins in a row. Combined 3 wins for the 10-9 Phillies. 2 wins for the 8-9 Nationals behind the 2 teams, 10-9 Phillies and 10-9 Marlins. 1 loss for the 9-11 Braves. And 1 win for the 5-13 Go-Go Mets. So by 3 games behind the 9-11 Braves. In the National League between the balance between any division. Now you can search me up, Connor. Whether it's still in the chat or after the chat. 6 wins for the 16-2 Cubbies. In the National League Central. 3 wins for the 10-7 Reds. 4 losses for the 8-10 Brewers. 9 consecutive losses, strangely, for the 6-12 Cardinals. 6 losses for the 5-13 Pittsburgh Pirates. The National League West, still red hot. 10-game winning streak, tremendous between a great record. 12-0 at night, 5-1 in the day. 10 wins, and a perfect opportunity, guys, for between one team. 10 wins in a row for the 17-1 Dodgers. 2 wins for the 12-6 Padres. 2 wins for the 10-9 D-backs. So 2.5 games behind the 12-6 Padres. Oh, really? Does it look at my first and last name, Connor? I'm not that hard to find as JD. The same thing as Twitter. And 2 losses for the 6-12 Giants. And last but not least, guys, American League East. 1 win for the 15-4 New York Yankees. 3 wins in a row, coming a little more sorter. 3 wins for the 12-8 Red Sox. 3 losses for 9-10 Rays. 2 losses for the 6-12 Orioles. And 3 losses in a row for the 4-15 Toronto Blue Jays. I'll tell you what's going to happen tomorrow, guys. I'll tell you in a minute. After I make a good save on this.
Bye, Jack. See you on set.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be a wrap for me tonight. I will probably you guys will have baseball on Saturday, so I'm going to be taking a break from doing franchise mode one time once we get to the first few days of 2021. So, in Connor's tweet, and you guys don't have a problem with that, by Saturday morning, you guys will have baseball. I will be doing exhibition mode between the Tigers and the Red Sox. See how that's going to go, fortunately. Then go back to franchise mode Tuesday morning. Managing the 5-12 Tigers by Tuesday morning by next week. But I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, guys, you guys will have, tomorrow morning will be Cyberpunk. Tomorrow night, remember guys, tomorrow it's Cobra Kai Season 3's premiere, Season 3 premiere of Netflix. I will also probably be with my friend tomorrow night as well, but it all depends on watch time. If not, you guys will see me live on Watch Dogs Legion, hopefully. If I'm not doing anything tomorrow night, you guys will have Watch Dogs Legion instead of waiting till Monday night for it. So I'll let you guys know in the morning at this point going forward. Saturday morning baseball for exhibition mode, and then Saturday night will be Spider-Man Miles Morales. What's up, Zoe? You're almost out of time, buddy. But leave a like if you'd like, buddy. How you doing? Happy 2021, by the way, for New Year's Eve. But if you want to catch more baseball, guys, managing the 5-12 Tigers,
I missed it.
be sure to hit that red support button and like button. It's okay, buddy. Zoe, real quick. Are you coming in the chat tomorrow morning, the first day of 2021? I'm going to be doing Cyberpunk firsthand, for sure. So let me know in the live chat, though. So guys, hit that red support button, hit that like button, stay connected. The more we all bring in, more people are considered family. As my new moderators count is 111 moderators. And stay connected as good as you guys can. Hold on, I'm about to sneeze in a minute. Excuse me. So, if prior to the two apps, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter for New Year's, you guys can find me and follow me as Zadie Zach Dawson. Love you too, though. I will be back in the morning, though, for some Cyberpunk. And then tomorrow night, well, if I do go live tomorrow night, tomorrow's Friday, you guys will probably get Watch Dogs Legion by then. Or it might be something going on with Cobra Kai on Netflix. I'll probably jump in that series premiere as well. But it all depends. You guys can send me out, tweet me out, leave a good comment. My numbers are always the same, guys. Z is capitalized, D is capitalized. The rest are lowercase between two names and one. But the numbers of the guys is 824-65600. The same thing on Discord. Send me a friend request. If you're not too drunk, hopefully your ass is not drunk with champagne once you get to that New Year's opportunity. Which I hope you're not. But we'll see what happens. Hit that like button if you can, though. And remember, guys, you guys can send me friend requests on Discord. Chit chat, anything you guys want to bring to the channel for 2021. As I'm still waiting for other games to come out with pre-orders. And you guys already know the games. I'll say them tomorrow. But remember, guys, we watch videos in full. Like them, share them, tweet them out, comment, stay connected. Never ask for support back. Remember, guys, hit that red support button, hit that like button. You go to somebody's video, leave a good comment, and tell them and tell the host what you do. Maybe they'll try to get something inside your channel between one of your videos. You guys can vote land at 30, grade someone at 13 up to next year to wrap something in for the new year. But alrighty, guys, I'm going to get out of here for the night. I want to say thank you, Joe. Hopefully I see you at a normal time tomorrow morning, buddy. Remember, guys, Cyberpunk and maybe Watch Dogs Legion tomorrow night. If not, you guys can wait till Monday night for it. Thank you, Connor, for coming by. Thank you, Puddin. I love you. Let me know if you still want me to come down tonight. Since it's been 3 weeks, it's probably anything. Later, Joe, I'll see you in the morning for some Cyberpunk. It's every Thursday and Fridays, guys. Thank you, Connor, for coming by. Showing a lot of love, support between, no less ridiculous, between other, combined, between the other. Also want to thank Destroyer. Thank you for coming in tonight, Destroyer. Keep up good work and bring the greatness to your channel. Alright, guys, happy New Year, by the way, on the last day of 2020. I will see you in 2021 in the morning. Some Cyberpunk. Same time, same channel. Salute to you, buddy. Amen for Christianity. As I always say, guys, be good to one another, be kind to one another, and love one another. I'll see you in the morning. Happy New Year, guys, for 2021. First day tomorrow. Cyberpunk will kick things off in the morning. This is Zadie signing off. Have a good night for Ronnie's group. I will be with Ronnie Egg tomorrow as well, and Tuba tomorrow. Between back-to-back, as good as I can gain between the few. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, have a good night, and stay safe out there. As good as anything.